Hello everybody, on this problem we're going to be looking at a quadrilateral which is a trapezoid and has a midsegment. Here we have trapezoid ABCD, midsegment EF, and in each of these problems we're going to figure out independent of the other one. Okay, it's good to note that several of these ask about finding angle measures. We do need to know that on a trapezoid we have one pair of parallel lines, so the consecutive interior angles, A and D, B and C, those are always going to be supplementary. Okay, so for this first question here, it says if angle B is 73, then what's the measure of angle C? Okay, so let's call that 73 for now. And then that is supplementary with angle C. 180 minus 73 gives us 107. So that would make this 107. Okay. For the next one, let's say measure of angle A is 51. Put a little 51 here. Okay, measure of angle C is 105. Okay, that's down here. And what's the measure of angle D? Well, we don't really need to worry about angle C. Angle D and A are supplementary. They add up to 180 degrees. 180 minus 51 is 129. Okay, now we're going to ask another question here. Let's say that the measure of angle A is 48. Put a little 48 there to set that up. C is 112, right down here. Then what's the measure of CFE? Okay, now this midsegment here is parallel. So that means this unknown angle right here, CFE, is supplementary with 112. 180 minus 112 gives us 68. Okay, now we move on to another scenario talking about the length of the midsegment. Okay, we say if AB is 28, this distance right here, AB 28, and then DC is 13 right there. What is EF? EF is the midsegment. That means it is the average of the two bases that are parallel. So all we need to do is add 28 plus 13 and get 41. And then we average that by dividing by 2. 41 divided by 2 is 20.5. EF, the midsegment, is 20.5. Keeping in mind that's the average of 28 and 13. Okay, now for the next one, let's change the paradigm again here. EF is 13 this time. And they say DC is 6. Okay, given that we got to find AB, this top one. Think about how we go from 13 to 6. Isn't it true we go down 7? Okay, so if it's an average, finding this other distance, we need to add 7. 13 plus 7 gives us 20. Alright, now last one. Got quite a lot of work to do here. Well, just the setup. Okay, they say EF, the midsegment, is x plus 5. And remember we said the midsegment is equal to the average of the other two segments. Okay, now DC plus AB, those are the two bases, DC, AB. They're already adding together, both of them for us, and we get this quantity 4x plus 6. But to show that it is equal and that the midsegment equals the average of those two, we need to divide that by 2, because that's what you do with averages. You add the segments together and then you divide by 2. Okay, so we're going to work on this here. X plus 5. I'm going to actually divide 4x plus 6 by 2. We can, they're even numbers. 4x divided by 2 is 2x. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So now we have x plus 5 equals 2x plus 3. I'm going to subtract x from both sides and just get an x. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides and just get a 2. So x is 2, but that's not what they're asking. They want EF. EF is equal to the quantity x plus 5. But now I know to put a 2 in for x. And now I'm going to get 7. So EF gives us 7. And there you go. That's a problem over a trapezoid with a midsegment.